Bourke by Henry Lawson. I've followed all my tracks and ways, from old Bourke School to Leicester Square. I've been right back to boyhood's days, and found no light or pleasure there. But every dream and every track, and there were many that I knew, they all lead on, or they lead back, to Bourke in 91 and 2. No sign that green grass ever grew in scrubs that blazed beneath the sun. The plains were dust in 92, that baked to bricks in 91. On glaring iron roofs of Bourke, the scorching, blinding sandstorms blew, and there was nothing beautiful in 91 and 92. Save grit and generosity of hearts that broke and healed again. The hottest drought that ever blazed could never parch the hearts of men. And they were men in spite of all, and they were straight, and they were true. The hat went round at trouble's call, in 91 and 92. They drank, when all is said and done, they gambled, and their speech was rough. You'd only need to say of one, he was my mate. That was enough. To hint a bushman was not white, nor to his union straighten true, would mean a long and bloody fight in 91 and 92. The yard behind the Shearer's Arms was reckoned best of battlegrounds, and there in peace and quietness they fought their 10 or 15 rounds. And then they washed the blood away, and then shook hands, as strong men do, and washed away the bitterness, in 91 and 92. The army on the Grand Old Creek was mighty in those days gone by, for they had sisters who could shriek, and brothers who could testify. And by the muddy waterholes, they tackled sin till all was blue. They took our bobs and damned our souls in 91 and 92. By shanty bars and shearing sheds, they took their toll and did their work, but now and then they lost their heads, and raved of hotter hells than Bourke. The only message from the dead that ever came distinctly through, was, send my overcoat to hell. It came to Bourke in 92. I know they drank, and fought, and died, some fighting fiends on blazing tracks. I don't remember that they lied, or crawled behind each other's backs. I don't remember that they loafed, or left a mate to battle through. Men knew how to stick to men in 91 and 92. They're scattered wide and scattered far, by fan-like tracks, north, east, and west. The cruel new Australian star drew off the bravest and the best. The Cape and Klondike claim their bones, the streets of London damned a few, and Jingo cursed. Australia mourns for 91 and 92. Forever westward in the land, Australians hear, and will not heed, the murmur of the boardroom, and the sure and stealthy steps of greed. Bourke was a fortress on the track. And garrisons were grim and true to hold the spoilers from outback, in 91 and 92. I hear it in the ridges lone, and in the dread drought-stricken wild. I hear at times a woman's moan, the whimper of a hungry child. And, let the cynics say the word, a godless gang, a drunken crew. But these were things I never heard in 91 and 92. They say that things have changed out there, and western towns have altered quite. They don't know how to drink and swear, they've half forgotten how to fight. They've almost lost the strength to trust, the faith in mateship to be true, the heart that grew in drought and dust in 91 and 92. We've learned to laugh the bitter laugh since then. We've traveled, you and I. The sneaking little paragraph, the dirty trick, the whispered lie are known to us, the little men, whose souls are rotten through and through. We called them scabs and crawlers then, in 91 and 92. And could I roll the summers back, or bring the dead time on again, or from the grave or worldwide track, call back to Bourke the vanished men, with mind content I'd go to sleep, and leave those mates to judge me true, and leave my name to Bourke to keep, the Bourke of 91 and 2.